Hello and welcome to the Esports Broadcasting Network. Welcome to the Night Shift Racing League. And welcome to Richmond, Virginia. We are here for a 120 lap race in round 3 of Night Shift Racing League. And it's looking to be a nice, clean race. I've been told a lot of good things about this league. So we are expecting some great action here tonight. It's a pretty interesting format here, actually. So we're going to have a 5-minute qualifying starting in about 10 seconds time. And after that, the top 2 are going to go to the front row of the grid immediately. Then they're going to have 2 heat races, which will be 8 laps long each. And they're going to be deciding the grid for the main race. Main race, as I said, being 120 laps. Yep, that's correct. Running 60% fuel and running 3 sets of tyres for the race. And qualifying just about now getting underway. So we will see what that is. Weather here, 77 degrees ambient air temperature, 56% humidity, 2-mile-an-hour wind, so that's not going to be an issue here tonight. 80 degree track temperature, so pretty standard, I'd say. Let's have a look at some of the qualifying laps here. We've got Evan Ethel. This is obviously first time casting this league, so let me know if I'm pronouncing your names completely wrong. I will try and do my best next time. Get a lovely ticker up at the top. So at the moment we've got Mike Hamlin setting fast time with a 22.471. Pretty spread field for the first laps. But obviously second lap looking to be quicker, staying on board with the 38. See what he can do. Second lap going to be a 22.56. That's putting him into the automatic promotion to the front row of the grid for now. I believe it's a 16-car grid here today. Yes, it is. Let's have a look at this number 9 car. Lovely chrome livery on that Ford Mustang, running the next-gen Cup cars here tonight. And Dave Hunt has actually put it in second. So 38 is going to have to go and run in a heat race, though I'm sure he wouldn't mind. About halfway through the qualifying session, so most drivers having set their laps already. Just watching the 23 now. Let's go on board as he comes around out turn 4 to start his second flying lap. First lap puts him bottom of the pile at the moment for Byron McDonald. Squirrely out of two. Going to come across the line. That's going to be a 22.89, putting it up to 10th place. Pretty good job for him there. And just waiting on either 2 more drivers to set their laps or people to come back into the pits. Either way, minute 30 till the start of heat number 1 here. But I think I'm really going to like this format. It seems like it's going to be a really quick and quick and snappy format. You're going to have some good racing going on, especially in the heat races, because you want to be up towards the front for the start of the main race. 120 laps isn't the most amount of time to get it done. I believe that being only 90 miles. So it's going to be a pretty short race, but should be good. Just about half a minute here. But at the moment, Mike Hamlin in the 28 and Dave Hunt in the 53, both in the Chevys, going through immediately. And no one's setting more laps, so that is how your front row is going to be, with the 28 starting on pole and the 53 alongside. But just before we start the first heat, let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. As here you are, this was the qualifying results, 22.471 for the pole setter. And rest of the 14 drivers. In fact, I think it'll only be one heat. But those guys down the bottom setting no times, setting a bit of a challenge for themselves. Eric McCarthy, Chris Otto and Michael Agosto setting themselves a challenge to make it up. And here we go, they're just rolling off now. Going to be the first time we're going to be seeing them all under anger for this 8-lap sprint race. Looks like Aaron Wrench might be having a few connection issues. Hopefully that doesn't get too bad. Rolling through 2 pace laps here just to make sure that that the field all set. The Aaron Wrench bump drafting the pace car there a little bit at 24. We've run through so you know what all of the cars are going to be looking like tonight. Well, I say tonight. Isn't exactly nighttime, but here we go. Pace car is off. Aaron Wrench has the button. And we are green here at Richmond. Evan Ethel, I believe, running it pretty deep into the corner to get in front of Aaron Wrench. Looks like 75 is going to try and move up the inside as well. 3 wide there for probably about 6th place. Pretty loose there for the 75. 9 couldn't quite capitalise on that. Byron McDonald currently sitting in 5th, already made up 3 spots. Chris Otto's made up 5. So Byron's going to have to be careful because he's got Daniel Pearson on his outside now. And ooh, hard into the wall for someone. That's Daniel Pearson going towards the inside wall as well. That's going to be massive damage on the left side of that car. That was Charlie Gates into the outside. So that is not going to be ideal at all. Going to be starting pretty close to the back. Luckily, it's only a heat race for these guys. But the 9 now trying to make some positions, feeling a bit boxed in there. 75 ahead and 23 down low, but they've got it sorted out now. That's the thing about these sprint races, you've got to try and make positions as quickly as possible, but you can't open yourself up. Just like the 9 did there, just running it a bit deep. The 23 was able to get past there. But the 14's going to have to do some defending as well, because he's got the 31 right by him, getting really loose out the turn. Checks up the 31 a bit, and 42 of Michael Agosto is going to try and send it down the inside. Going to make that work in the end. We've got a battle for second up here as well, with Rick Helms and Aaron Wrench. Evan Ethel has run away with it a bit here. 2 to go at the moment, and 24 trying to cut back down to the inside lane. Gonna have it. 23 is going to try and follow through, and oh, there's contact there between the two of them. Is he going to be able to save that? Looks like he's not quite able to save that. Checkered flag is out. It's going to be Evan Ethel winning the heat race. Going to start in third. Who's going to get it out of the 9 and the 48 here? Give it to the 9 of Craig Davidson for fourth. And already a taste of what's to come here. As sessions start now for the 120 lap race. Let's get confirmation of the grid then. We've got Mike Hamlin starting in first with Dave Hunt alongside. Row 2 is going to be Evan Ethel with Rick Helms. Row 3 is going to be Byron McDonald with Craig Davidson alongside. Chris Otto is in 7th with Christian Roos. I'll have to get with you on the pronunciation of that one. Starting in 8th, Michael Agosto and Chris Papa make up row 5 with Daniel Pearson and Eric McCarthy 11th and 12th. And then 13th and 14th, Trent Gagnon and Aaron Wrench, 15th and 16th position on the final row of the grid. Charlie Gates and Dale Weiser. So already proven to be a bit of an interesting format. You see some guys who are proving to be quicker falling down. To be honest, through no fault of their own sometimes, but just unfortunately losing it and just, well, some of them losing it, some of them being hit, and unfortunately falling down to the back. It'll give them some work to do, but it'll sure be fun to watch, and I'm sure it'll be fun to race as well. Just getting ready here for the start. Mike Hamlin in that 28 on the inside leading off. what type of start he is going to get. Pace car is off. And there's the green flag. Really good start for the front two. Bit slow for the 38 there on the inside. Like he's able to make that back up though. As just looking at it, Dave Hunt did not start. Well, he did start, but he started in the pit lane. So maybe giving himself a challenge. But look at this, 42 on the inside of the 31 already. Going for some moves on lap 3. Bit of action behind them as well between Aaron Wrench and Eric McCarthy. Aaron Wrench trying to make his way back up the field. We saw a taster of his pace in the first heat race, 21. Could have looked down the inside there. I'm not... would have been a bit optimistic, but could have made it work. 24 now looking down his inside. Oh, very loose there, and he's got into the wall. He's got a bit into the 21 as well. Also caught Eric McCarthy on the way through, so that's McCarthy involved. Obviously, Aaron Wrench losing it on exit of turn 2. Got a bit into Daniel Pearson as well. Take another look at that one. Don't know why the replay is so slow, my apologies, there we go. Yeah, just got it loose. Pearson there having a few spins as well. No fast repairs here, so they're going to be having an extended trip down pit road. It's going to be far too early for tyres, so not even going to be thinking about that one. Maybe some people could come in to top off fuel, but probably not necessary, even with the 60% fuel tank after lap. It's only lap 6 of 120. A quick rundown of the order for you as it stands. On lap 7 during our first caution, got Mike Hamlin sitting at the front with Rick Helms just behind. Craig Davidson in the 9 is in 3rd. Evan Ethel in 4th. Chris Otto in 5th. And I'm going to go with Christian Rose in 6th. Chris Papa in 7th, so the 3 Chris's all together in 5th, 6th and 7th. Dale Weiss is in 8th. He's up 8 spots from where he qualified. So good going on that so far. Trent Gagnon in 9th. Charlie Gates in 10th. Byron McDonald with a bit of damage to that car. 11th. Michael Augusto is 12th, and then Daniel Pearson, Dave Hunt, and Aaron Wrench. And Eric McCarthy is still in the pits. But going green here once again in the 75, getting a great restart as opposed to the 28. We're trying it around the outside. We've seen the inside work so far, and it's staying that way, going a little further back. Got a melee in the midfield. This is going to be the 55 of Charlie Gates on the running on the inside of Byron McDonald. Make that work. Looks like the outside lane's just about going to work for Byron. Actually looking at a move on their Weisser as well. Making that outside lane work. Look at that, he's got through there as well. And he's still going on the 14 now. Bit of a shuffle with behind with Charlie Gates, losing a few positions. .24 sticking it up the inside. Just looking at the damage on that car when it's not blinking. That front bumper is not looking particularly healthy. So, seeing here Chris Otto in 48 right on the back of the 9. 9 making a bit of a mistake into turn, and that's not going to help you. Battling once again, side by side, 48 on the inside of the 9. Making that one stick, but I can see these guys racing together for the entire race. Like they're just swapping positions. But Dave Hunt here trying to make his way through the pack. Seen there getting past the 14. Some more melee in the back. Unfortunately, that damage really not doing too well for Aaron Wrench. He's only looking like he's going to be going backwards here. But I have to say that 21 behind him is even more damaged. So props to Daniel Pearson for keeping up in that. I'm not sure how much you're being affected by that damage, but well, close to contact there. The 24 having to back out a little bit maybe. Here we go, Byron McDonald down the inside of Evan Ethel. And there you go, that move is done as well. Bit of a gap behind our top 6. In fact, actually a bit of gap between first, second and third. You've got Mike Hamlin up at the front, then about a second back to Rick Helms. Sorry, no, about 6/10 back to Rick Helms, and about a second after him back to Chris Otto. Then you got these 4 cars here, Byron McDonald getting quite squirrely. Then a second and a half back to Dave Hunt, second and a half back after that. And then you are in this group. Something happened to Mike Hamlin on that last lap. I'm not exactly sure what, but Hamlin managed to catch right back up. fact, both of their last laps were pretty slow in comparison to the rest of the field. Back once again, the 42 of Michael Agosto working on the back of the 31 of Chris Papper. Still sitting on the back here. Still got plenty of time to get the job done. Already on lap 25 here out of 120 at Richmond Raceway. But looking like we've got some side-by-side action for 4th place. Byron McDonald once again working on the inside of Craig Davidson. And getting that move done. That's damage on the left side of that 23. Doesn't look to be doing him too badly, maybe just some scrapes to the paint. Especially since he's trying to work on the back of Chris Otto now. In fact, this front group is all pretty packed up. Yeah, Byron McDonald, I think, able to get the overlap now into turn 1. Doesn't even have to slide it up, just clean through. And still taking his momentum and using it to full advantage now on the inside of Rick Helms. He's going to be followed through by the 48, whom he just passed. But Chris Otto not able to get it done immediately. Have to try it through 3 and 4. Rick Helms not giving up, staying on the outside. These two have Davidson behind. I wonder where he's going to try and go. I think he's going to try and follow through on the inside. All of this battling is doing a really good job of keeping the pack together, because we've got still 7 cars in this lead group. Bit of a gap back, some decent battles going on for 9, 10 and 11. Trouble is that battling was doing well to keep them together to start with, but it's going to make them fall away from this top 2 or 3 here in a minute. Have to try and work together and not threaten any moves if they want to try and get up towards those front guys, because they are running away a bit here. In fact, the top 3 are running at least 0.2 quicker per lap. That gap is only ever increasing. think they're Dave Hunt joining the battle. Gonna try and make it past the 9 of Davidson. Gonna slam it up the inside. And not gonna work out for him immediately. That outside lane's becoming more and more viable as the tyres wear. They got 3 sets of tyres. Divide that 120 lap race by 3, you get 40 laps, so expect them to... Oh, there's a bit of contact there between them. Davidson managing to hold it just nicely. Really light contact, but still sent the car a bit sideways, but holding on. Some good recovery there, but yeah, I'm expecting potentially pit stops. I'd say starting lap 45 maybe. We had the caution run, so tyres will still be fairly okay. They're running about a second a lap, maybe more slower than they were at the start. Dave Hunt there managing to make the inside work. Let's go back to the battle for 10th. 9th, actually. Oh, and we've got a yellow. Looks like Chris Hunt. Oh, yeah, you see quite a large crash there. With cars stopped. Wonder what's happened here. Yeah, I think this is just as we pulled away from this. Ooh! Was that coming down? That's a 75. Rick Helms. What happened there? Did he get into the wall and then come down? Came up into the wall and then lost it down the track straight into some of the leaders there, and 42. I've almost no option but to join the crash, unfortunately. And now pit-wise, we've got obviously Dave Hunt in, Byron McDonald's in, Davidson's in, Agosto's in, Pearson's in, Weiss is in, Helms has been in, and now running a pavement modified. And Charlie Gates sat in the pits as well. So of those that have come out, I believe all of them have taken tyres. Makes sense. About a third of the way through the race. But that's thrown a bit of a spanner into the works here, and it's thrown a bit of strategy into the mix as well. Because Mike Hamlin has not pitted. Evan Ethel hadn't pitted. Chris Otto hasn't pitted. And we've got the 14 and the 31 stayed out as well. So we're going to see how much the tyres are going to be of effect on this restart. So everyone from the 23 car and back is going to have fresh tyres. That's row 4 and back, 23 starting on row 3. Here we go, about to see the green. Nobody spinning the tyres on the restart. Evan Ethel immediately trying to get down to the inside of Chris Otto. That inside lane still working really well on the restarts. But probably just about see that 23 in 4th, looking for the white car on the outside lane. He's already making moves up. Try and sweep it clean around the outside of the 38 there. And manages to make it work. Dale Weiss are another one of those drivers who's coming through on fresh tyres. McDonald is now up into 2nd place, going to be chasing down only Mike Hamlin now. Two cars here who didn't pit side by side. Evan Ethel winning out on that one for the moment. And once again, a bit of melee towards the mid-pack. Got Trent Gagnon going down past Craig Davidson. He also, I'm pretty sure he also got past Daniel Pearson on the same corner. And all trying to make a look down the inside of Dave Hunt. Really wasn't much space there. He's going to get it pretty loose on exit because of that. That's going to allow Davidson around his outside. Inside lane is probably going to work out though. And it does. Here we can see Mike Hamlin now being pressured by Dale Weiser. McDonald has already made his way through to the lead. Side by side here for 10th. Got the 21 who has decided the hood is not necessary on a car. Going for some extra cooling on that, but you can see the aero isn't going to do very well because that Aaron Wrench managed to get through because of that. Just confused as to who that was. It's Michael Gosto trying to unlap himself. Get that lap back the hard way. Running on to lap 51 here. Dave Hunt leading this mid-pack here. This is 7th place and down. Someone's down on the apron. Hold it together, not quite holding it by the looks of things. Oh, and they've spun up onto the track. That's probably going to cause a caution. Though nothing's come out yet. The leaders are approaching. There you go. But we'll see that there. He was loose down onto the apron. Just trying to work the wheel to hold it. Locks up those front brakes. Bit of a hit with the wall. Right on the power to try and get going again. And it just turns right on him up into the outside wall. Lucky no one was there. But that is how it goes sometimes. I would fully expect that those who hadn't pitted before come in now. A few drivers who already had pitted coming in as well. Maybe a bit of extra damage repair to do with a bit of pit cycling, or maybe top off on fuel, might as well. But the 38 and the 14 both choosing not to come in yet. They both still haven't stopped this race at all. As we're approaching the halfway mark, we're going to be about there after this, after the end of this caution. And apologies, I'm going to have to be right back. I'm back, and looks like just in time as well. As we are double file. Expect pace car lights to go off, and there they are. Mike Hamlin, our leader, did come in again, so it's going to be Dale Weiss with the button in that inside lane. Nice blue paint with some white stripes going up it. Shelby inspired paint on that Ford Mustang. As pace car is off, coming now towards the green flag. That's a good start on the inside for the 14. Going to be challenging for second, but I'm not sure that momentum's going to keep going because he's got the oldest tyres on the grid, as well as the guy he's battling with. It's going to be really good for the leader. He's going to try and make a getaway. They were 3 wide for a bit. They're 3 wide again here. One place you don't want to be is on the inside of that, but there was a bit of contact on the outside. Dave Hunt, someone down the apron again. That's Byron McDonald. He has managed to rejoin the track, and with all of that chaos happening towards the back, Dale Weiss has managed to get himself a 1 second lead. Looks like Aaron Wrench is being swallowed up a bit here. He's managed to find his way up back towards the front despite the damage on that car. And stage caution there, I believe. I think that was mentioned. Apologies for my slight lack of knowledge. Yeah, go halfway stage caution. So Dale Weiss are getting to the front, crossing the line first to start lap 61 and to start the halfway caution. So here we go with those pit stops. Clearly, some of the guys who were staying get that caution but unfortunately not to be for them. Just turned out to be quicker to get some tyres and work your way through. It's been a clean race so far, for the most part. I think there's only been one real multi-car that's caused a caution, and the most of the cars involved are still being quite competitive. Though there's still a bit of pit cycling going on for some of the guys towards the back. The 30 is actually not the cleanest itself. It's got a decent amount of paint missing on the right side, so clearly having a bit of contact with the wall at some point. But Dale Weiss at the moment at the front of this piece. You literally cannot get better than that for gaining spots. He is up 15. Started last, is first at the halfway caution. Sitting under pace car. Waiting patiently to get back going once again. As it looks like we're going double file now. Well, are the pace car lights off? Yes, they are. So we're going to be rolling again here for the green on the start of lap 67. Pace car is off, green flag, there you go. Yeah, Weiss have got a good initial start, but Mike Hamlin still trying to go around his outside. Despite that, Dave Hunt trying to take the opportunity away, though. That's going to let Byron McDonald get to his outside. Going to be 2 by 2. Hamlin's got a switchback down to the inside lane now on Weiser. And they're going to be 3 wide through the turn, just about. And, oh, that's not going to end well. As Weiser hard into the wall. Hamlin's in the wall as well. Looks like those two were the most affected. But that 3 wide situation, unfortunately, not ending well. Bring out caution here on lap 69. Let's see how that all started out. And was there a tag? I didn't think there was any contact, but it might have been a netcode hit. Ooh, there was hard contact into the 28 from Dave Hunt, I believe. Actually got pretty lucky that a decent amount of them got away with not much damage after that, or got away clean. So props to those guys who managed to avoid that. But that's once again going to shake things up. I was just talking about how well Weiss was doing, and then has jumped back to the pits, and I'm pretty sure he's now out of the session. Maybe the engine gave up on him during that contact. But in the end, that's going to leave us with every car that pitted on the outset of that caution up in the top 6. And yeah, unfortunately, commentators curse. That is how it goes sometimes. Got to talk about people, but don't want to say things that are too good about them because they end up, unfortunately, involved in incidents. Now 3 wide doesn't tend to go well at most tracks. I think the only places I'd be brave enough to do it is super speedways, even then. But 3/4 of a mile at Richmond, even though it is quite wide, still doing 3 wide on it. As you can see, not working out too well. Though I would like to see if there's going to be any differences between those who have taken tyres recently and those who haven't. Once again, it looked like tyres were working pretty well for those who took them on the last time we had a similar situation. So I think Rick Helm's actually one of the only drivers not to be on a fresh set. Well, at least a fresh set. Davidson also didn't take tyres at last time of pitting, but might have done not too long ago. I can only see data for the last pit stop. But we'll see. I have to say, the car of the 75 in the lead is not the healthiest looking machine, as pace car rolls into the pit lane once again. We are rolling here for the green flag. Managing to keep that car looking fairly competitive still, as they're still trying to sort themselves out into turn 3. 14 being quite opportunistic to make it through and going for the lead, actually. I have to get with you on name pronunciation, Christian, but I will get it right once I know how. But Rick Helm's looking around the outside. He's made that work. He's clear at the moment, but he's not going to be for long. There's just an overlap still. Not quite anymore, but still can't come down in the middle of a corner. And oh, someone's off into the barriers. It's looking like it's Dave Hunt here. Been quick, and he was, I believe, the quickest, if not one of. I know he started on the front row. So, unfortunately, Whether he chose to start from the pit lane or not, I'm not too sure, but that's not worked out particularly well for him. As I see, we have one of the league owners in our chat, so hello to you. I would ask you who you're rooting for, but that might be showing favouritism. As talked about the three Chris's earlier, I remember them in 5th, 6th and 7th. Now they're in 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So on lap 78, if your name's Chris, you're doing pretty well for yourself. Yeah, despite my nickname, I've actually never owned a hamster in my life. Believe it or not. But rolling around, we're going to be starting lap 80 here, so only going to be 40 to go under pace car. We're already 2/3 of the way through, and that's opening up the definite you can make it from here zone. Where I'm sure it's been the case for a decent amount of laps, but you'll be able to make the last stop. In fact, some of the guys probably already have made that last stop. If we're going to have a long green flag run, then the likes of Rick Helms, Michael Agosto, Craig Davidson, Mike Hamlin, Hunt, McDonald and Pearson are still doing a bit more pit cycling, but they probably would be on their last pit stops. You can I've installed a little camera in the commentary booth there, in the ESBN commentary booth here at Richmond. So pace car is off once again, so going to be seeing the green flag here. Great restart from Chris Otto on the inside. Let's see if he can get clear. Not quite able to get clear. We're going to have another yellow flag. Looks like it's been another incident on the backstretch. This is really the hot spot for all the incidents. Take a look at what happened to cause that one. Ooh, looks like the 9 just got loose off of turn 2. Unfortunately, straight up into the 42 and the 99. Bit of an interesting one. Normally see people getting loose off the outside lane and going towards the inside, but this time completely the other way around. While we're under caution again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here to the Night Shift Racing League here on ESBN. Nice lunchtime broadcast for those of you running on Eastern time. And a nice little early evening broadcast for those of you my side of the pond, if we have any UK viewers here. Would hazard to say probably not, but you never know. It's the internet. View from all around the world. Chris also there, just doing his best pace car impression. I understand that when you go into the pace car like that, you can see the radios and stuff in there. They actually bother to render the inside of the pace car. Exciting news in chat from our very own James Riles. It's our M company. Going to be choosing someone in the chat to win some exclusive merch. Looking for that at around lap 110. So if you're looking to be in with a shout of that one, let us know who you're rooting for. If you haven't already, as pace car is off once again for green flag coming onto lap 88. Risotto getting a good restart again, but the 14 able to keep it around his outside. It's almost a carbon copy of the last one. Oh, getting a bit loose there, and contact together, and oh, that's a race car to the face for the was that the 31? Not the 99. That was the 99. Involved in an incident again. That's really unfortunate. And sorry, Rooster, but I have to say your prediction's not looking too great at the moment. Got the 14 going to be sat in pit lane. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened here. So, ooh, looks like two cars got loose at the same time, but in the end it was the, I think it was Otto in the 48 actually. So you can see the 31 gets loose there into the wall, but 48 getting a bit loose up into the 14, then right down And then, yeah, just getting completely collected. Wouldn't have want to have been in the cockpit of of Trent Gagnon's car at that point in time. And yeah, could have been a bit of netcode involved. I think that's probably a fair assumption. So I do love the strategy of timing leaving the pit lane, I have to admit. And get out in front of the pace car, not lose that lap, come straight back into the pits again. You know what? I think your second pick to win. That's pretty likely. You've got a good chance of getting that one. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to go with the same bold prediction as well. Whoever's leading when the checkered flag waves is going to win. But who that is, we don't know. We've got 27 laps until we find out, providing we've got no green-white checkers. But speaking of green, here we go. Pearson already working to the inside of Rick Helms. So nearly had Dave Hunt try and come around his outside. Mike Hamlin's been brought back into the fray as well by two cautions coming out. Hunt's now on the inside of Pearson. Take a look, see how that one pans out. Does that Pearson not have a rear to that car? Doesn't look like it. So he's doing pretty well there, despite the fact that he's not got a rear bumper or wing. That doesn't stop the 53 of Hunt trying to get past. I think a decent chunk of these drivers have been saving fresh tyres, so if we do get another caution, we'll probably have some pit stops coming. It looks like we've got a battle for the lead here. Rick Helms on the inside, McDonald was on the outside. Inside lane worked out in the end. It's going to work out for Dave Hunt by the looks of things on Daniel Pearson, but the 21 is fighting back on that outside lane. So not quite able to get the run off the corner. Have to run it in quite deep to get it sorted, I think. And hello, James.
Hey, Jason, you got me?
Yeah, I've got you. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm watching this thing on YouTube. I was going to take a nap, but I thought, you know what? NSRL's going, group I've watched for a while. What a better thing to do at lunchtime than to sit down, get the tab open, and watch some racing.
Yeah, no, exactly. Speaking of lunch, we're going to have some food after this, but how are you thinking so far? Oh, bit of a spin there. Tap from Mike Hamlin on, I believe that was Daniel Pearson, yeah. Probably not going to be too much damage. You can't damage that rear much more than it already is. But that's going to bring out caution with 20 to go.
Yeah, Richmond Raceway. I've been watching you call the cautions out here in a one-man booth. Chat really helping you out. We appreciate you guys over there. But yeah, a lot of cautions at Richmond. That's par for the course at a short course on oval. I know you're over the pond there into the road course racing. Imagine putting F1 at a go-kart track. That's about what we're looking for with these next-gen Cup cars at Richmond.
Yeah, sounds about right.
As you can see, but I know the reason I'm coming in here, Jason, and I'm going to get in and watch the session live so I can not step on any yellow flag toes or green flag. We're going to be doing a giveaway. I mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got some pretty big things coming up in the next week over on our Facebook page. So going to be doing a giveaway. Make sure the chat's active. We're probably going to call it lap 110 or 115 if racing time. So be sure you're here for that as well. Your leader, Rick Helms, pretty banged up right now, huh?
Yeah, he is. I think there was a crash pretty close to the start. Yeah, there was. Actually, our second caution was pretty multi-car. I think I can get a replay of it. Chucked up. That's going to take a while to load.
No
there
worries.
We go. Yeah, so in the second caution, he just hit the outside and came back down into, unfortunately, quite a lot of traffic.
Yeah, those cars out there, these next-gen Cup cars, are very, very durable. You believe, and especially Richmond, you're not going to hit the alignment. You're not going to mess it up too bad. Those bodies may look beat up, but that car's still going to be fast. If anything, Jason, Rick Helms is getting a lot more air to his radiator and his front tires.
Yeah, true.
Maybe a little bit of a advantage to Rick Helms. Why he's running up front. Maybe everyone else needs to pull the bumper off.
Yeah, just run without one. Why not? I mean...
Tell the pit crew, hey, get the sauce out here. Don't say nothing.
If it works, it works. Get a crowbar out on the next pit stop if you have one.
Definitely. So, of course, I want to shout out Big Corn 16. I know you're in there. Mikey, Christian Roos, one of the league owners here. But I think we're one to go. I'll let you call it out, and I'll just stay in the background.
Looks like it. Not yet. Lights are still on, so I would assume unless we're bugged, we're not going green just yet, going double file, but
maybe a little bit of just trying to get this thing rolling.
Yeah.
Trying to will it into existence, maybe. As I get my paint loaded. So yeah, we got some big news coming in. Y'all are going to be the first to hear it here live. I'm going to be dumping into live streams, trying to get some people going as that safe 75 one. Barry has the flag, one to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm going to get you guys some information on where you can go to see it tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably afternoon, evening, we got a ton of shows. We're going to be putting out some information there. But someone in the chat right now, as long as you keep chatting, keep coming, is going to have some free SRM merch exclusive to the promotion we're going to be running. So be sure and give chat out, cheer these drivers on. Let's hear it for Jason, who's been doing a fantastic job by himself in the booth as the pace car dips down.
Yeah, exciting news, and just coming to the green flag, so it's going to be an exciting restart. Looking pretty even for pretty much everyone in the top 6. McDonald managing to hold it on the outside of Helms. Oh, there's going to be another caution for that one.
Yeah, that's Richmond, folks. See in the
Yeah,
background, Mike Hamlin and Charlie Gates Jr. Oof.
Action zone really has been exit turn 2.
Oh yeah, you get to a flatter part of the track, tons of horsepower, independent rear suspension. That left tire can go around a lot quicker than you think it will, as he's lost his whole front end. You can see the block on that 28 machine.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the most efficient way to go about it. I mean, maybe the bumper's fine, but hood as well might be pushing it.
Yeah, I don't think you want your whole block exposed. I mean, at least not near any playgrounds or schools, because that is definitely going to cause some troubles on the 28 machine of Mike Hamlin. But yeah, Big Corn, we see you. Viewer course, he picked Christian Roos. Yep, that's what it was. We're not going to blame us up here. We got Ernest King up there. Fly Sooners is asking people to join the league. But yeah, Rooster, appreciate you stepping in, supporting these guys. We got 7 concurrent viewers in here right now on a Monday or Tuesday at lunch. Like to see it. Like to see you guys having the other tab open. About 3 laps to go, so get your entries in. If you're watching but you haven't commented, be sure and get a comment in so that I can see your name, because we're going to be picking someone at random. Probably going to give that out with about, we'll give you guys a little bit more time. 10 to go. 10 to go or 5 laps to go is when we're going to do it. Going to do the draw.
Yeah, let's go with 5. Give them a bit more time. So get your comments in. We're going to be at 10 to go, not quite restarting. It'd be nice if we were restarting 10 to go. Nice round number, but I think it's going to be 9. Let us know who you're rooting for. I mean, last time when Rooster did it, it didn't go very well, so wouldn't surprise me if you kept it to yourself, but still put some chatter in.
You know what? I'm looking at the number 53. Dave Hunt, he's looking pretty clean. The 38 is spotless. Evan Ethel has been hanging out mid-pack. I don't see any issues on that machine. I'm going to change my pick to the 7th position of Evan Ethel. I think he's going to be able to, and just as I say that, that right side is looking pretty beat up. But I'm not changing it. 38 Evan Ethel, that's my guess.
Yeah, it's pretty sure he's been keeping it quite clean. You can tell there's a bit on that right side, but looks like it's mainly paint. Front and back looks fairly clean, so there's that. But I have a feeling track position's going to be king rather than having a clean car, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm also looking at that car up front with the nice iRacing paint scheme. It looks like it's a little bit different than all the other cars. It's got some lights on it. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they allowed that. But I think he's going to be the first one to bring him around and win this race. Is that oh, it says pace car on the back. That guy. He's got the most laps led, I bet.
Actually might be true, not because of the amount of cautions, but because of how many different leaders we've had.
Yeah, that's who I'm looking at. But no, I got the number 38 locked, sealed, delivered. That's where it's going.
There you go. As your as the main commentator for the race, I'm not going to say anything because I've been known to curse people. I'm really good at that, so no words from me. But pace car down onto pit road now, waiting for that green flag to fly, and here we go. Outside lane this time, getting a great jump, Byron McDonald there.
Huge jump, able to get to the inside line with all the grip that these things have to offer. Behind him, 2x2. door to door going into 3 and 4, but Craig Davidson in the 9 machine trying to hold it on the bottom. He hasn't pitted for a while. It's gonna be hard to get some traction down there.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this. I'm pretty sure most of these guys are on old tyres, but actually, speaking of that, Dave Hunt probably on new tyres by the looks of things, because he's been doing a bit of pit cycling, I think. Got a fairly clean car, and by the pace he's making, I'm pretty sure he's on some clean tyres as well. And Daniel Pearson trying to make his way through on Chris Papa.
Yeah, last came in at 108. Freshest tires that I can see. As when you heat these tires up and you get those cautions, you go through a lot of heat cycles, that really hurts the car. So you got to be careful. Even if you pitted and they were all yellow flag laps, those heat cycles, warming up and cooling down, definitely going to hurt you. As we got 5 to go, folks. I'm going to be going through the chat. You got one more lap to get those comments in and get locked in to be able to get some exclusive merch.
Yeah, get started with those comments, but here we go for second place with the 53 of Dave Hunt down the inside of Rick Helms in that 75. 75, most colourful car on the grid, I think. Really does pop out, but that's pretty much the end of that lap. I think you've got some random choosing to do, James.
I do. We got 9 viewers in here, but I think I've got my pick. You're gonna have to say something really fun, really exciting to catch my attention at this point, as I'm gonna tell you guys right after the checkered flag runs who won it. As Brian McDonald, he's kind of checked out here. Half a second on a 22-second lap. It's pretty quick, as we've got 2 laps to go here, folks. Popsicle sticks in the air. He's getting the white flag ready for you.
But look at how close Dave Hunt's getting. You said it was a half a second gap. That's now just down to a 10th. Right rear to front there. Ooh, contact with the wall though. White flag. That's going to really hamper your progress, Dave Hunt. But still, maybe with those tyres could make something work. He's got a great run here. He's going to be able to do anything with it. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything with it into 3 and 4. It's going to have to be on the exit, if anywhere. Looks
gonna
like
be
just
pushing.
about not going to make it. Ooh. Byron McDonald wins here at Richmond.
Off of a Dave Hunt, got a little bit squirrely coming out of 2. Otherwise, he would have been in a position to give Byron McDonald the bumper. But fortunately for Brian, they are not going. It's not going to come to that. So what a fantastic race to catch the back end of. And of course, I was watching it live. Good win, Byron McDonald. And also, let's go ahead and get. I can't think of anyone better than Big Corn 16 Rooster to go ahead and get our exclusive merch. So shout out to me on Discord, Rooster, to find out what you are going to be getting. It's going to be big, and then we're going to make an announcement tomorrow on our Facebook page. Be sure you're following facebook.com/Sim Racing Media, as Byron McDonald's going to burn it down here. Coming across the line, and I'll let you have it. Jason, thanks for having me around. And remember, Big Corn, get with me on Discord, James Riles. Appreciate you.
That is the qualifying results. That's the wrong one, as we see the 23 doing his donuts. You never win anything, well, you got something now. Byron McDonald there with a great win in a bit of a turbulent race for every driver, I have to admit, everyone up and down. But overall, a great one for our first broadcast here on the ESBN YouTube channel. And that is round 3 of the Night Shift Racing League here at Richmond Raceway. Over and done with. I see. Let's have a look if we can have a bit of a chat with a winner. Hello, Byron. You got me in the booth.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going well for me. How's it going for you?
A lot better than it was about 30 laps ago. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so bit of an up and down race, I think, for everyone here. Um, how do you think it went just overall?
The biggest thing is, man, we were just trying to stay patient. I knew we had the speed just from practice. We messed up our qualifying run for whatever reason, but basically it was just staying confident, knowing that the race wasn't over no matter how far we got back or how much damage it was. But ultimately, we made the move there when they got the caution, got the lead, and just never gave it back. And hats off to Dave because he gave a hell of a run there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great defense at the end. But just out of interest, did you use all three of your tire sets?
Yes, and unfortunately, I used them with about 40 to go, and I thought to myself, if anything, the tires will be warm if we get a late caution, and it won't be fresh, so they won't be as loose. So I went ahead and used them, and luckily the gamble paid off. We were able to hold Dave off there at the end, even though we had the four freshies there at the last caution.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well, and you managed to get up a few spots as well. Started in fifth, so that's good going as well. But before I let you go celebrate, is there anyone you need to thank?
Oh, absolutely. Martin Sports. I want to shout out them. Advanced Sim Racing. Bar racing, man, I'm gonna butcher this. I don't ever win, man. So I gotta think about my sponsors, man. Spray Net, Garage Force, just everybody that helps me out, man, on the sim and just allowed me to come on here. It's been a blast. I appreciate you for broadcasting it, and look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations. Where do you want to be put back to?
Oh, you can just drop me off, man. It's all good. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool, thank you very much. So that was your winner, Byron McDonald, for round 3 at Richmond Raceway. So, if you enjoyed that, then you are going to be sure to enjoy... That's the wrong button. You're going to be sure to enjoy what we have coming up. So, tonight at 7:50 Eastern, in a bit of time, actually, that's... in a good few hours, we've got the Western States League at Pocono. Then tomorrow, starting at 8:20, graphic doesn't quite show it, we've got Thunderclap Cup Series at Phoenix. Quite busy tomorrow, actually. Way She Goes Racing League is going to be at Circuit of the Americas. And the Ghost Cup Series, I'm just going to check that this is correct. Dates are slightly wrong on that one. So yeah, take the dates there, March 29th and March 30th, add one to them. So Western States is on the 30th, Thunderclap, Way She Goes, Racing League, and Ghost Cup Series on the 31st there. But as for the NSRL Cup Series, next week we are going to be going to Michigan. There's going to be 80 laps at Michigan on the 5th of April. Same time, same place. So now you know where to find us. And hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. And that's about it for me. And hope to see you all in chat next week. Congratulations to our winner. And